Paul Carroll is here, the head coach of the Howard Huskies in his sixth season as the head coach at Howard. All right, you made improvements last year. You didn't make the playoffs, but you got to 6-4 after a 3-7 season the year before. How did you feel about it?
We did. I think we surprised a lot of folks and surprised even the coaches, to be honest with you. When you start out and you play a spring game and you get beat 60-0, and you just knew that you were going to keep getting better and better as the season went along, and our kids did now. They were a great group of kids. We had a good group of seniors, and we surprised a lot of folks. You know, we started out 4-0. Got into the region, ran into a buzzsaw with Perry, who's a dang good football team. Then we ended up seeing, Baldwin, and they put it to us too. Had a lot of injuries last year. I think that's what kind of hurt us there in the middle of the year. Then we got a little healthy there at the end. Well, I think we had a pretty big upset, beating Spalding and going up there and beating them. And then there at the end of the year, we had a chance to do something that Howard's never done before, which is win 7 ball games in school history. They've never done it. And our kids were fired up going into the last game against a big rivalry school, which is West Side. And it got down to 1 second. We got to be able to finish with 1 second. And it just was one of those games that was up and down, and it kind of knocked us out of the playoffs, and West Side got in. But all it does, it just makes it a bigger rivalry.
Absolutely. But if I remember correctly, you had a lot more players out last year. So with those players back, were you able to kind of have a building block for this year of what you did last season in a way?
We do. And actually, this little group that's going to be seniors right now, those were the kids that kind of started during that COVID time. And, they wasn't able to play a whole lot of football. I think that first year we ended up playing maybe 7 ball games. The next year ended up maybe 6 ball games. And they were always, put back every 2 weeks here and there. And those guys actually had to play as freshmen and sophomores. And now they're seniors. We've got about 18 seniors coming back, and we're excited about this group coming up. The biggest thing is we've got to make sure is we stay healthy. And I think that's everybody.
All right, we'll see what happens on defense. We'll talk about the offense with Coach Carroll in our next report. Back with Paul Carroll, the head coach of the Howard Huskies, who went 6-4 last year, ready to try to get that 7th win and get in the playoffs this season. Offensively, you improved last year. You got a senior quarterback, Cameron Taylor, who did well for you, passing and running the ball. Also a very good receiver, Micaiah Howard. They could really put some points on the board. I mean, you went from 11.4 points to 21.5. Could you see maybe a similar jump or get into the mid to high 20s this year with those guys having that experience, Coach?
Yes, and we do have some younger kids that are coming. I mean, Cam last year, we moved him to actually to quarterback, and he was our best athlete on the team. And that's one of the things that our offense coordinator done a good job of, is taking him under his wing and grooming him into being a good quarterback, and he got better every single game. We've got some younger kids that are coming up right now that could be some explosive players for us. The biggest thing with us right now, and it's in every league, is you got to be good up front. You better be good on the offensive line, and I think these guys that we got right now, they're working towards that. They're big. They just got to get a little bit tougher. And like I said earlier, they got to be able to fight through fatigue.
Keon Gray, Javon Dunn, Isaiah Respert, 3 of those guys, you're going to depend on those this year, aren't you?
Correct. And they're, we've got 2 of them that are 6'5", 300-something pounds. And you know how it is when you play early in the year and in that heat, they got to learn how to just fight through that.
No question. All right, that tough Region 2 in Quad A, as you mentioned, Perry, always tough. First game, August the 17th against Southwest at 4. Coach, always a pleasure to have you on with us. Thank you so much. Good luck to you this year.
Thank you for having us.